Good morning. It's hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Good morning, Jackson. Welcome. You gonna come sit on the couch with us? Let me get you guys set up here. There we go. No. No. Good morning, rise and shine, everybody. Hippity. So, Kiki, please. I just put you in the kennel to eat. Please stop. Just was feeding the girls and the cats. Good morning. Hello, Kim and Melody and Karina and Danny and Amber. I don't know if I can pull this closer. It's so hard to see my vision. My vision. Hello, Teresa and Trisha and Donna and Holly. Hello, Marie. So, hello, Josie. Good morning. I hope everyone is well. Good morning, Kim and Eric, Katie and Olivia. Good morning, Doris, Tariha, probably not saying that right. Hello, Lisa and Shonda and Michelle. So good morning, everybody. Anita, hi. Trisha from Los Angeles. It's early for you. Hello, Cassie and Nancy from North Carolina. Michelle. So I don't know that they've had the news conference yet here or not. I was waiting. I guess I could put the TV on and see if they've had it on the local television yet, but they haven't. There was a shooting at the front of our neighborhood last night. And it shut down the highway in both directions yesterday afternoon. And I was trying to, trying to see where our local news station is. Here it is, morning show 4. I'll leave this on. I'll leave it on mute in case the sheriff's office thing goes on, and then I'll turn it up. But so we had a shooting in the front of the neighborhood last night. Apparently, and I don't know if this information is what is accurate or not, but because we didn't, like, they haven't posted outside of the fact that the guy got shot. Apparently, this man went into a local business. They didn't disclose the name of the local business. He fired shots at people inside of the business, then fled the scene. Then the cops, oh wait, hold on. Here it is.
On US 1, just south of International Golf Parkway, News4Jax reporter Aaron Farrar was live in St. Johns County where he spoke with someone who drove past the scene after that man was shot.
For those who've been watching our reporting either this morning or last night, you've seen that video of what that scene looked like shortly after that shooting. A lot of flashing lights, people being able to go by very slowly because of how much traffic was backed up. Stephanie Foss is the person we spoke with this morning who also shared that video. She says it was pretty chaotic during the 20 minutes that it took for her to get past that area.
Everybody was stopped, and there was maybe only 5 or 6 officers on scene to begin with.
within an hour. So yeah, so apparently they haven't said where this guy went and who he was trying to shoot, but right in the front of our neighborhood, which seems like everybody has this story now in 2025 going into 2026. Right at the front of the neighborhood, somebody got into an argument at a local business, and the guy pulled a gun out and started shooting inside the business and fled the scene. It was during they said the 911 call. They dispatch a large number of police because they hear gunshots. The sheriff's department is right down the street. Right down the street. So they were there quickly at this intersection that's right in front of our neighborhood. And that's where I guess they got the guy, his car crashed and he ran with the gun in hand, and the cops told him to drop the gun and he wouldn't drop the gun, and they shot him. And one of our in the neighborhood, what do you call it, group, one of the moms that I know was in the neighborhood group posting that while she was loading her groceries in at Publix, she heard 12 to 15 gunshots. And that was when the guy was running and they shot the guy. So the highway was shut down for hours. So last night, Dave said he wanted a Publix sub for dinner because today is colonoscopy prep day for Dave. Tomorrow is colonoscopy prep day for me. So Dave was like, I want a sub because I want to eat half now, and I'm going to eat half at midnight. So I drove, and the cops were diverting traffic into our neighborhood to use a side road. So it took 35 minutes to get up to the grocery store and into the parking lot because they shut down that section of the highway and were bringing people into the neighborhood to have them turn around and kind of do they would have them turn in, and then there's a side road that you can take that gets you to the other side of the highway. So by the time I got back to feed Dave his sandwich, it was like 8:30. I felt bad, but I was like, I'm really sorry, but something happened at the front of the neighborhood. And I said there was like 100 cop cars, and the road was shut down, and everybody was driving into the neighborhood to move around. And I was like, it was insane. I was like, I've never seen so many police in one area. So that was last night. And so I was just, it's just, as a parent, you sit there and you're like, this is why I don't want my kids to leave the house. This is why I don't want to leave the house. This is why I don't want anybody to go. Just because I'm interested in hearing what business this guy went into and was shooting at people in it, for no other reason other than just curiosity. It's like, what the hell was this guy doing? But it's crazy. It's crazy. So that was last night. And, so now, Dave is getting ready to take his 4 laxative pills in about 45 minutes. So they've changed colonoscopy prep. So I posted a picture and I said, if anybody has any tips on colonoscopy prep, which by the way, I think my favorite colonoscopy tip that people gave me from that comment thread is make sure you have adult diaper rash cream. And I was like, that's smart. Ruth, stop. Ruth. I was like, so smart. That is a smart one. So I did pick up some of that. But colonoscopy prep is a little bit different these days. You used to go in for colonoscopy prep and your pharmacist your doctor would prescribe you this jug of stuff that you would drink. And you would drink it over the course of however many hours. And it tasted terrible. And it was this white chalky stuff. And, it was just like it was called colonoscopy prep. It was a prep drink. They don't do it that way anymore. Or at least with our, no pun intended, shitty insurance. You take 4 laxatives at 10 a.m. And at noon, you drink an entire bottle of Miralax in 64 ounces of water, or ginger ale, or apple juice, or whatever you think you're going to be able to drink it in. So you're drinking four laxatives. You're taking 4 laxatives and 14 days worth of Miralax. That is now colonoscopy prep for, I guess, the pills, the laxative pills. Here's what I don't like about laxative pills. And unfortunately, I just had to take one because after my surgery, my stomach got and I was so gassy and all jacked up. They give you stomach cramps. Carrie is going today for her colonoscopy, or she got one today, or is on her way. Good luck, Carrie. So your colonoscopy is next week, Melissa. See, so we're in that phase of life where we are colonoscopying together. And that's good because they've changed the guidelines from 50 to 45. That sounds violent. Kim says that sounds violent. It does sound violent. It is, here's my worry for Dave. Here's my worry for Dave. A magnesium citrate, if you need to go to the bathroom, like immediately, I had to do a magnesium citrate drinks. Katie was just saying her kid had to do that. I had to do that before my big surgeries. Magnesium citrate, which first of all tastes terrible. You will shit your pants immediately. Like you start drinking mag citrate and you're... Okay, I had to do that, Katie. Same prep for my abdominal surgery. And it was no joke. And it tastes disgusting. And they're like, it's lemon flavor. And I'm like, no, it's not. But that stuff, if you have to go to the bathroom, sweet baby Jesus. So I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, I'm worried for Dave. I'm less worried about my prep and more worried about Dave's prep because Dave is the hungriest person I've ever met. He's the hungriest person I've ever met in my life. I've never met a person who could, while actively eating, be thinking about his next meal. And while thinking about the next meal, thinking about the meal after that. Hi, Hi, sweet girl. He is always hungry. Always. He ate until midnight. Subs, cereals, he ate until midnight. And he's so hungry all the time. So it's like he gets the laxatives in 40 minutes, and I'm just afraid because he's gonna be so hungry. And I don't know how I'm gonna handle his moodiness today. So we'll see. I got chicken broth. I got beef broth. I got applesauce they said you were allowed to have. I got him some Italian ices, the lemon flavored ones. I got him some ginger ale. But he's just always hungry. I've just never seen anybody so hungry in all my life. He just wants to eat and eat and eat. And here's the thing is I can go. Like when I had my surgery last month, I didn't go back to surgery until almost 3 p.m. And I didn't eat that entire day. And I was like, I'm hungry, but I'm all right. But like he has to go all day, all night. We have to be at I've got a cat under the tree skirt. We have to be at the surgery center at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So like he's got like 23 hours. Kate, you're right. They're hungrier when you tell them that they can't eat. It's like, oh, so now you're punishing me? It's like nobody's punishing you. You have to have a colonoscopy. If, they've found colon cancer has risen so much that they've changed the requirements from 50 to 45. So these cats, look at this cat. So the cat is underneath my tree skirt. I don't know if I can. He's under the skirt, or she's under the skirt. Somebody's under the tree skirt. Who's under there? There's Jackson going in on the other side, so Jade must be under there. Can we stop messing with the tree skirt? They're chewing it too. Little pains in the asses. Stop chewing that tree skirt. Yeah, so I got chicken broth and beef broth. But I think that it's great that they moved it up from 50 to 45 because of the increase in what they're finding colon cancers much younger in people in a much younger age. So I think it's very important. So if you're 45, it's time for you to, when you get your physical, to tell your doctor, hey, or your doctor should tell you, I'm ready for my colonoscopy. So get it. Don't wait. We had somebody in the chat the other day, I think somebody that posted in the chat that I was talking about where I was asking for tips, who said that her colonoscopy at 45 caught her stage 2 or stage 3 colon cancer. So it kept her alive. So you got to get your colonoscopies. You got to get your mammograms. You got to get that preventative healthcare because that's the stuff that's going to end up saving you and get you to the doctor that you need. I know, I tell them to stop. They're not going to stop. He's over there right now under the tree skirt again. No, none of the animals listen. I think their cats are 3 years old now, aren't they? I'm trying to remember what year we got them. but I think they are 3. Because Kiki's 2. Yeah, the 38 as a lady I know. 38 diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer, and she's now 40. Yeah, it's definitely applesauce. I agree with you. I did not think that you could eat applesauce, but then I read the paperwork, and it says you can, which I found odd because I thought to myself, there's pulpy stuff in it, right? But it says right on here, the day before your procedure, you can be on a clear liquid diet starting from the time you wake up until midnight. This includes apple juice, applesauce, Gatorade, Jell-O, popsicles, chicken broth, beef broth, black coffee, and tea. No milk, no creamer, no red, blue, or purple. But like it doesn't say ginger ale on there, but you can have ginger ale, right? Like that's a clear liquid. And like I can have soda water, right? That's a clear liquid. Because like I like soda water. And you can have like white cranberry juice because it's clear like apple juice. So, you know, it's important. And I think also you have to remember if you have a family history, absolutely need to be checked sooner. I didn't buy any of the Jell-O because we don't like green Jell-O or orange Jell-O. Applesauce will make you poop more. Well, I don't think we have to worry about pooping more. I think the pooping is, so for the next 2 days, is going to be intense. So we're just, it's gonna be a long day for him today with how hungry he always is, and a long day, I guess, for me tomorrow, but we'll get through it and get it out of the way, get it checked off the list. Somebody said gummy bears too, and like, I was like, is that a true story? Because I guess it's gelatin. You could do bone broth for protein. I think we just got beef broth. I don't know that we got bone broth. I don't remember exactly what I picked up from the grocery store. As long as you can see through it, they say you can have it, and there's no red, purple, blue, whatever. So that is prep, and that is you cannot have vodka. That is no alcohol. Even if you're not me, no alcohol. But yeah, so I had my mammogram right before I did my breast augmentation, and it was clear, good. Excuse me. I do those, usually I try to do all my preventative stuff. I do all my preventative stuff in September usually because it's my birthday and that's how I remember. But we got busy and everything kind of pushed to November, and now we're into December. So, gummy bears, as long as they're clear. Maybe I'll run to the store and get him some gummy bears. Don't eat the applesauce. Why? It says I can have it. How are you going to take him in if you're doing the prep? Well, I'm going to have to start my prep late. So I'm just going to be on, I'll be on clear liquids, but I'm not taking my laxatives until I get home. So his colonoscopy is at 8. He goes back at 8:30. And they said plan to be at the surgery center till 10:30. It's an hour home. I'm figuring if we're home by noon, so I'll be 2 hours behind on taking my laxatives. But that's as good as it gets because the surgery center is an hour away. So how often are you supposed to get a mammogram? Every year. Mammograms are every year. Colonoscopies, if you have no issues, are every 5 years. If they find polyps or other issues, then you obviously will go more frequently. But as long as you're, getting your testing done. No cinnamon in the applesauce. No, it's just regular applesauce. Thank you, Gina. Gina's husband is a nurse. He said, you'll be fine with that prep. You can have the applesauce. Oh, God. So I'm more pissed off that the surgery center is an hour away more than anything else. Because that's an hour drive there in rush hour and an hour drive back 2 days in a row, and I hate driving. So for me, it's like, come on. Yeah, you can't take blood thinners and do a colonoscopy. They make you stop that, which we're not on blood thinners, so it was fine. But that is on the list of no-nos. Don't burn your arsehole. I love the comments in today. No gloom and doom here. We're just doing our normal. We're just doing our normal prep and it's our time, 45, 46. Oh, Kiki, you're not being, honey, I've just put you in the kennel to eat. And the sad, sad noises you make. I wondered how many people go in and they're like, no, we can't do the colonoscopy because you're full of shit. I wonder that. But all right, I'm going to jump over into supporters. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will keep you updated via stories to let you know how my hangry husband is doing. And yes, I got adult diaper cream, so we're all good on this end. Gracie's going to be doing hers on Monday. Good luck. Fizzy drinks aren't allowed. Oh, nobody told me that. Now I need to, maybe I'll call and ask. Because I thought ginger ale was fine. I'll call and ask. I won't give him any ginger ale until I ask. Okay, bye.